everybody. Welcome back. Thank you guys for being here. For those that don't know, I'm an Air Force veteran. I've been in 10 years now, which is crazy. I haven't like actually titled the name of the video, but it's about me trying to figure out if I'm a re-enlist or not, to be honest with you. So I am also meal prepping too, because I got a lot of stuff to do and it's 7 o'clock. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just do both at the same time. I'm kind of onion too, so if you see me tearing up, I mean, I am emotional, but I'm not that emotional. Anyway, golly. All right, so let me tell you, all right? So I joined the Air Force 2016, okay? I joined active duty. I was active duty for like shy of 7 years. Boom, got an active duty. And I've been in the reserve since August 2022, which is wild because next month is going to be 4 years since I left active duty, which is crazy to talk about because it's just like, yo, I remember like, and I'm sure those that can relate, like I remember being active duty, making fun of reservists, like they don't do nothing. And now I'm one of them. So it's like kind of weird because it's like I joined the dark side, you know? If you can relate, you can relate. I've been trying to navigate the reserves for a little bit. Cross-train back to my original AFSC and all that stuff. And yo, so my contract officially ends September 9th. September 9th, and I don't know how to feel about it. Because you know what? And I'm going to just be honest because whatever. You know, a lot of people talk about, oh, get out of the military, get out of the military, get out of the military. Like, life's great, da-da-da, whoop. Let me tell you something, okay? First of all, the reason why I even created this channel was because life was not good. And when I got out of active duty, I was hella depressed, and hella lonely. I would say I would say for the first 2 years, like, every day I was like, why the hell did I leave active duty? Like that was the dumbest decision I ever made. Me thinking that, you know, when I had gotten out originally, life was not going for me the way I thought. And that's why, like, if you haven't watched any of the interviews I've done with other veterans and stuff, that's why I like to highlight the reality of getting out. Because, you know, and everyone's going to tell you the same thing. Yo, you could plan A to Z. And life is gonna cut you off at D and be like, we're skipping E, F, and G. So, and that's what happened with me. So, anyway, here I am, you know, being a reservist for 4 years. And it's so funny because, you know, I don't think people realize whether you've been in the military or not, how much goes into getting out. Like, it's a huge decision, in my opinion. Whatever. Some people are like, it's not that big of a deal, da-da-da, whatever. But from my personal experience, it's a big-ass deal. So, you know, if anyone tries to downplay you, I don't know, man. I don't know. And you know what's interesting, too? So, I don't know if you guys listen to podcasts or whatever, but if you ever listen to Chris Williamson, he did a episode with a Navy SEAL. His name is DJ Shipley. I believe the episode, what's the episode called? Not Killing People is Hard. That's what it's called. Not Killing People is Hard. And it's interesting because he asked him, Chris asked the DJ Shipley, like, because he was a Navy SEAL, and he was like, why is it, even though you've done so many hard things, why is getting out of the military one of the hardest things to do? And it's funny, even he says it, like, no one prepares you for it. Granted, you'll go through TAPS and all those things, but it's such a mental battle. And you always think you're prepared. And it's like, you know, you may not be as prepared as you thought you were. But he said, you know, when you transition, you think you're going to find that same love and energy and passion with the type of people that you're working with. It's either really difficult or damn near impossible to find that. So that's also a thing that's like, you know, challenge for me personally. And if you can relate, please let me know. Because I know I'm not the only person that feels that way. But Sidebar, the episode was really good. The Navy SEAL DJ Shipley, he made a show on Netflix called In Waves in War. Yo, you gotta watch that, yo. It's basically about veterans getting treatment for PTSD with Ibogaine through like a whole psychedelic experience. And yo, it's just hella good. Like, you gotta watch it. I was hooked. Like, it was mad good. But anyway, besides that, so I want to speak on the perspective of someone who was in active duty, left, and went into the reserves. So let me tell you, first of all, going into the reserves after being in active duty for a little minute, there's times when it feels like a complete waste of time. Like, I hate to say it, but it really does, because you're so used to that mindset of doing it all the time and fast paced, like boom, go, 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 go. And then you get in the reserves and it's not fast paced. And everybody moves mad slow. And, you know, people don't know what they're doing. And you know what I mean? And, you know, you deal with people who are like, oh, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. You deal with people who've been a reservist like their whole career. And then, you know, they try to tell you how things go when you've done it active duty for like almost 10 years. And you're like, what? Like, it's just weird, yo. The culture is very different. That's one thing. It's like, you know, is it worth my thing is time. Is it worth my time? Because I'm also going to be honest with you. I don't get paid by the military at all because I get disability, right? So that's one thing too to consider, like, that I'm thinking about. You know, me going on drill weekends, like, it's straight for the points. If you don't know, in the reserves, I don't know the math off the top of my head, but you need a certain amount of points in order to retire. So you have an active duty retirement and you got a reserve retirement. And so I'm basically points only, right? So I don't get paid because you can't get disability and military pay at the same time. The thing is, like, you can get paid both technically, but you gonna owe somebody money. You gonna owe somebody money for sure. And I made that mistake. So yeah, not a good idea. But, you know, my sole purpose of still being in is straight up serving, like being there for the people and the mission and things like that. So, and that's my one concern too is, I don't know, man. Like, I still love being part of the military. Like, and it's so funny when I say that because people think I'm hella nerdy saying that, but I feel like nobody wants to admit that. Like, I feel like when people say they want to stay in the military, it's so frowned upon. Like, why? You know, like, oh, that's mad dumb, or like, you sound stupid. And I just want to be the one to say, like, it's not dumb. You know, if you like to be in the military, then like being in the military. If you don't like being in the military, then don't like being in the military. Get out. Like, but it's just one of those things where, like, it's hard to explain. So it's a real love-hate relationship for sure. I have put myself in a very good position to, like, if I left the military, honestly, nothing really changes for me. Because I got my license, like, so I'm able to travel the world with my civilian job. I'm in school. I'm using VRE. So, you know, I'm still getting money. Yeah. But it's just that thing of, like, am I truly ready to let go? Because that's how I felt when I got out of active duty. I was like, am I ready to let go? But I'll still be in the reserves. Now it's like, yo, once you leave the reserves, granted, there are people who come back. But it's like, at that point, you basically done. Like, you close the door. And I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for it. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know, just a little scared, you know? Little nervous because I got like a month and change to figure it out. Granted, the reserves, you can extend month to month. Active duty, you can't do that. Like, you know, this situation is different. Active duty, you get a certain amount of time that you can extend depending on the situation, And the reserves is like, no, you can extend month to month, which is crazy. And I do want to say too, one thing about the reserves. So when I was active duty, I would hear people say, oh, the reserves is harder. And I was like, the hell that mean? No, it isn't. But I will say being a reservist in the perspective of being harder is you are no longer, that is no longer your full-time job. So now, let's say you got a job, civilian side, right? And it's full-time. Now you got a full-time job and a part-time job. But that part-time job isn't a regular, I'm gonna work at a gas station, whatever, work at Walmart, do whatever. Now it's the military, right? So they could still call you, they could still, you know, keep you long at after hours, you know what I'm saying? And it's Sunday night, you waiting on freaking you waiting to sign out, and it's 3:30, 3:45, 4 o'clock. When I was at aircraft maintenance, yo, if there's a tool missing, if y'all know, nobody's going home. There are times when I had to drive 3 hours, right, to go to my unit in South Carolina, and we still didn't get all the tools in yet, and it's damn near 5 o'clock, and I still got a 3-hour drive to get home, and then you got work in the morning. So it's like one of those things. It's harder in the way of trying to balance 2 lives instead of just one, because the military is like, oh, bet, you know what, I'll take care of that tomorrow, I'll get to it tomorrow. No, Sunday, it's like, damn, I'm not gonna be here till another month. And if they need stuff from you, guess what you're using your civilian time to make up for the stuff that you need to do for your next Joe weekend. So that's another thing too, that's also something to think about. It's like, oh, okay, it's not for everybody, right? Depending on your leadership and what rank you are and wherever you're at, the chain, whatever. Like, sometimes it's not a show up, sign in, do your thing, and go home. Nah, at least for me, when you sign out, you're going back to the office, and you're gonna do more work that you didn't get done because you got 2 days to do whatever you gotta do from month to month. It's like, yeah, it's crazy. So that's something that is another thing to consider. I know it's crazy because it's like I'm talking about it and I'm complaining about it, but I'm also on the perspective of like, I love the go. So it's a crazy, like I said, a love-hate relationship for sure. So, you know, it's just overwhelming. And the thing is, so I live in Vegas, and some of my closest friends, I met them through the military. Like, and it's just like, do I close that door, you know? Because I also look at it as a networking opportunity, you know, and you run into people that you were stationed with years ago. It's like, yo, it's good. Like, oh shoot, you know, like at my unit, I ran into so many people I was stationed with like 10 years ago. It's like, yo, what? Last time you saw me, I was 19 years old, you know, like that's crazy. It's just a whole bunch of different emotions and feelings, and it's just so funny when you like tell certain people like, oh yeah, my contract's ending, and everyone's like, oh my God, like, yeah, congratulations. And I'm over here like, I don't know whether to be excited or sad. You know, like that's how I feel right now. So, and then it's like, you know, I kind of want to do a different job. Don't know if that's possible at this time. But you know, I will say, like, I really do enjoy the fact that I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I enjoy deploying. I like the whole the grittiness of it and everything that comes with it. Like, it's exciting for me, you know, like, it definitely helps me give some purpose as like to the mission. And I don't know, I just like it. And then it's like, you know, going TDY to like wherever, you know, like you can still jump on a TDY, go to Korea, go to Germany, go here, go there, you know, like I think that's cool. And it's on the military's dime, so it's just like, all right, you know, I don't know. I'm honestly just like, I'm just venting while I'm talking to you guys because, yeah, just conflicted. The thing is too, me personally, I travel a lot, like on my own, and I also move a lot too. And so I will say, like, the one thing about the reserves is just the military in general, like no matter where I go, I always have family somewhere, you know, like my family's in Jersey, but I always have a piece of family somewhere. Cause like, okay, you get me, you got me, bad, I got you too. And I know that's another thing too. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I want to let that go, you know? So we're gonna see. If you guys, have felt the same way about, being conflicted, staying and getting out, or I'm sure there's people who have gotten out, they're like, yo, I miss it. Or I know some people who have asked me, like, how can I get back in the military? I'm like, ooh, I don't know. Because that's definitely something that you would have to talk to a recruiter about. Because again, like, there's hella people I know that have gone out the military completely, like 10 years later went back in. It's like, that's crazy. But then you think about it, all that time spent out and then you go back in, you would have been done, So it's like, I don't know. Do you just stay? Do I stay? What is that song? Should I stay or should I go now? Listen, I don't know, but I'm gonna have a meeting with my supervisor and just go over my thoughts, feelings, and see, what's next. I just need to talk it out, clearly, because obviously I'm making a video about it, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better at vlogging. It's just right now I'm actually in a summer class and it's math. Yo, I'll tell you one thing. If there's one thing I've learned from being in school since I got out, don't ever take a math class in the summer. Like, I never realized how terrible that is until I'm in it. I'm like, yo, this is hella fast. Like, by the way, I changed my degree. So that's another thing too. I'm in the middle of editing my next video to do an update on the VR thing, because I've been using the VR now. August will be 2 years, so I would really like to let you guys know, how it's actually going and stuff. But yes, I've been hella busy with school, and it's just fast paced, and I'm like, yo, I cannot fail this class. So I hope the onion cutting ain't too loud, but anyway, that was really all the video was, to just kind of talk about this. And I just want to express genuine feelings and concerns, because again, I feel like just in this social media world, everybody, like, a perfect example, my Instagram, first of all, I don't even post that much for real, but my Instagram is me like traveling and stuff like that. But you don't see me on there. You don't see me, well, first of all, I'm not gonna be someone to record myself crying, but like, you don't see me crying on Instagram. So it's like, you don't even know that emotion can exist when it comes to leaving the military, because people don't want to talk about it. Like, I deadass had people tell me, oh, what are you gonna do, work at McDonald's? You gonna work at Walmart? Like, my senior NCOs would tell me that, and it's like, what? Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just wild how things turned out, because it's like making history and coming first woman, female this. And it's just like, people will try to shape your future more than you. And you have full control over that. So, if anybody like is still in and, you don't know if you want to get out, there's just, obviously there's pros and cons to everything, but oh, is my thing dying? No. But anyway, there's pros and cons to everything, and I would just say, like, definitely reach out to somebody who one, won't judge you, and can give you valid feedback on just how you're feeling. But you're definitely not alone, because like I said, for a long minute I was like, I need to get back in the military ASAP. So there's that. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish meal prepping. That's another thing too. Like I said, I want to do a little bit more personal vlogging. I gained a lot of weight when I left active duty, like mad weight, and so I'm meal prepping just to continue my weight loss journey. I've been with my new trainer for like a month now, a little over a month. She's amazing, and I've already lost 7 pounds, and I'm like, don't catch me, y'all. Don't catch me next summer. Don't catch me next summer. I'm telling you right now. Granted, I have a hoodie on right now because it was 115 degrees today in Vegas. So my AC's been blasting, and I'm like, I'm not going nowhere until the sun goes down. So I'm also meal prepping to kind of waste time too, because I still gotta go a little bit more shopping, and I still gotta hit the gym. Anyway, that was really all today was. So again, I don't know. We're gonna see if I re-enlist or not. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. But you know, this next month is just gonna be a lot of thinking and decision making and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, throw it in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. So thanks for watching.